Your agent runs for 20 minutes, the connection drops, and your team suddenly has to build polling, sandboxing, tool proxies, and credential rotation themselves. This is exactly where Google steps in with Gemini managed agents. The new background mode shifts long-running tasks to Google's servers. Instead of keeping an open connection, your system starts an interaction, receives an ID, and can retrieve status and results later. This is useful for tasks that genuinely take time, large code analyses, research, file processing, or tests in an isolated environment. The second building block is Remote MCP. An MCP server can provide the agent with external tools, such as data from an internal monitoring platform or a proprietary API. Google connects these tools with the sandbox web search and code execution. The advantage is not that a model suddenly thinks more reliably. The advantage is less infrastructure that you have to operate yourself. It is worthwhile when your team already has a remote MCP server. It also helps when the task is open-ended enough for multiple agent steps, and when operating your own background system provides no competitive advantage. Then, a managed agent mainly saves time on environment setup, file state, tool loops, and asynchronous execution. For a fixed workflow, DIY is often the better choice. If every task follows the same path, latency and costs must be precisely predictable, or every action needs its own rules and approvals. Traditional code remains more controllable. An agent can trigger multiple reasoning and tool loops. That makes costs and runtime less predictable than with fixed automation. The critical point is authorization. The sandbox has network capabilities by default. That is why only trusted tools belong there. Grant only the tool permissions that are truly necessary and use credentials that are as short-lived as possible. An allow list is not a detail. It determines which systems the agent can reach at all. The practical rule is this: choose managed agents when you're buying infrastructure for open-ended, long-running tool tasks. Choose DIY when you need to precisely control a fixed business process. What is your biggest takeaway? Let me know.